Gaining skills in The Elder Scrolls IV, Oblivion Remastered isn't hard at first, but as players start to reach higher levels, it becomes a lot harder to reach new levels. One way that players can boost skill XP is by finding skill books. Players can buy some of these skill books in The Elder Scrolls IV, Oblivion Remastered at a bookstore. There are several bookstores scattered about Cyrodiil, but those aren't the only places where players can find these books. Out in the world, there are plenty of skill books for players to find. Some of them are even hiding in the least expected areas. For those who are looking to find athletic skill books, this guide will point players in the right direction for all athletic skill book locations in The Elder Scrolls IV, Oblivion Remastered. Please excuse any mispronunciations by TTS, the English TTS has trouble with non-English words. But, if you watch Zentria, you should be fine. Like, subscribe, and comment any games you want to know more about. Help me build this channel, so I can afford an editor, and start making gameplay and tutorial videos. Where to find all the athletic skill books in Anvil. Starting off on the western half of the map, players should first travel to the city of Anvil. Cross the bridge to enter Castle Anvil. Players will need to enter the private chamber area of the castle, which is technically off limits. First, they'll need to pick an easy difficulty lock to access the area or find some other way of getting through the door. Once players enter the private quarters area, they'll want to avoid guards who are patrolling the halls. There's a guard to the immediate left, in fact, so players will need to have high stealth to avoid being caught. Keep to the right and follow the hall around the corner. Players will need to pick a hard difficulty lock, which will allow them access to Baralorn's room. On his desk is a pile of books. Players will need to grab the red kitchen reader and give it a read to get their athletic skill boost. Where to find all the athletic skill books in Bruma. The athletic skill book in Bruma requires a bit more effort than some of the others in this guide. To access it, players should travel to the Bruma North Gate. From the North Gate, players can head north up the road to the Cloud Ruler Temple. Here's where things can get a bit tricky. In order to get inside the temple, players need to have the key. There's no lock picking this door. Players can get the key by completing the Waynon Priory quest line, which players may want to go first, although this particular location can be a bit buggy. Once players can access the Cloud Ruler Temple, they'll want to make their way into the Great Hall. One of the bugs is often caused by fast traveling to the Cloud Ruler Temple instead of going by horse/foot with the blades. Wait a few days for the NPC companions to catch up if players fast travel to the location. Sitting on a shelf inside the Great Hall is a beggar book. Read that to boost the athletic skill. Thanks for watching, please sub and like to support future content. Linktree in description to support social. Where to find all the athletic skill books in the Imperial City. Players will need to make their way to the Arena District of the Imperial City to find the last athletic skill book out in the wild. Fast travel to the Arena Gate to get started. Once inside the arena, head to the left and go through the doors that lead to the Arena Bloodworks. Inside, players will find a number of gladiators practicing, resting, or recovering from battle. To find the athletic book, players should hug the left wall and enter an area where some of the gladiators rest. There's a cupboard slightly opposite the main entrance that doesn't belong to anyone. It's red, however, so players will want to sneak or wait for everyone to leave the area to access it. Inside the cupboard is the Ransom of Zaruk. Once read, it will boost the player's athletic skill. Where to find all the athletic skill books in Skingrad. Players should first travel to the West Gate in Skingrad. From there, walk down the main road, then turn right to enter that part of the city. This road will lead players to a T intersection, with buildings on the opposite side of the player. The house that players are looking for is Uras the Shepherd's house. Hover the cursor over the door to find the right home. Players may need to unlock the house, but luckily, it's only an easy difficulty lock. Once players are inside the house, they'll need to be careful that Uras isn't home or is asleep in his bed. Sneak up the stairs to his attic and look for a Dance in Fire, Vol 3 book on the shelf near the stairs. Read it to give the character a boost in their athletic skill. By reading all these athletic skill books, players can give themselves an extra boost in athletics without needing to visit a skill trainer or spend money. Since maxing out athletics in the Elder Scrolls 4, Oblivion can allow players to spring without consuming fatigue, it's worth leveling up as fast as possible.